Hello. So today is going to be a little bit of a shorter one, and it's going to be about competitor conquesting, specifically on Google Ads, because this is a really important area. It's one that, especially if you're looking to break into a market and grow at the expense of competitors who are already kind of established and existing and who have a lot of brand credibility, then bidding on their keywords on Google Ads is potentially a really good way of going about it. But I often see it being done in a really bad way that leads those campaigns to being massively unprofitable. And so we have to talk a little bit about how do you actually do those properly, and how do you do them in a way that is going to be profitable for you. So the first thing to start off with here is that you have to select your targets really well. And by selecting your targets, you can't just go after every single competitor that exists within your marketplace, because there are some of those competitors that say you offer these services or this is your target audience, for example. Then competitors, it's rare to find a competitor who is exactly the same as you and targets the exact same audience, where even if you took over 100% of their audience, maybe there's only this little overlap here of users that actually make profitable sense to you. And this might be, for example, you might go after higher LTV users, or you might be selling a different kind of product. You might only cater to a certain range. If you're a clothing brand and you go after someone who specializes in, let's say, denim or anything like that, and you only have very small denim range, then this is going to be a very small segment that you can go after. So you have to select the competitors that most align with yours. And what you really want is someone with a massive overlap where their audience looks very similar to what your audience looks like, where by going after their keywords, you're capturing a pretty good segment of the audience. And once you've picked those targets, you can't just go after, for example, everyone. You can't just go after their brand head terms, especially if you are, let's say, a product that like a SaaS product or anything like that. Say you're Trello and you're looking to conquest Monday visitors. Now, you don't necessarily just want to go after people who are, navigating to Monday, looking to sign in, for example. That's not going to be a meaningful audience for you. That Monday have already captured them. They might be paying customers already. Those are going to be very difficult users to actually win over. Whereas the terms that you can win on are searches that are, for example, people who are still in the consideration phase, who are still showing intent to be converted at some point. And these are users, not just, let's stick with the Monday example, these aren't just people searching for Monday. They might be people searching Monday reviews or Monday pricing or Monday competitors or Monday alternatives, Monday features, anything like that, that actually indicates that the user hasn't made their mind up yet. They're not just navigating to Monday to log in. And this is the flip side. You can exclude keywords that are, for example, login, sign in, dashboard, anything like that. Another really good batch of keywords to go after for terms like this are people who are looking to exit competitors. And these might be people who, for example, are looking to cancel, Monday Monday unsubscribe, anything like that, that indicates that they are leaving Monday and they might therefore actively be looking for alternatives. But what this last example actually leads us into is that the people who are looking to unsubscribe might be very low quality. And this takes us into the broader point of whenever you're running competitor conquesting campaigns, you have to be really, really careful to make sure that the people who are coming through those campaigns are actually pretty high quality. And if you conquest competitor, if you get successful conversions from competitors, that doesn't necessarily mean that they have transferred their loyalty over to you. And the fact that you have conquested them so easily through search, for example, suggests that their loyalty might be fickle. So keep a really close eye on the LTV and the average order value from users that you do get from competitor campaigns, because I've often seen this diverge quite significantly from the broader stats that you get through search. It behaves very differently to anything else within there. And all of these things are vitally important to running a competitor campaign that is effective, because I've seen it often where people, counter to all of these points, have just gone after brand head terms, the competitor head terms of people actively just looking for competitors who are very different in what they offer, where even if you do get them, it's unlikely that those users are going to provide any real value to you. And ultimately, they've been running campaigns that are ineffective, that lead to bad quality acquisitions, and so on. So if you follow these tips, if you identify competitors that are actually meaningful for you, that represent a good target audience for you. Secondly, you have to go after the keywords that demonstrate consideration. And thirdly, you have to track the value that you're getting through these campaigns and through these acquisitions separate from everything else. And only if you do these three things can you make competitor campaigns and competitor conquesting effective.